Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you could be here today. Along with me, I've got Jan. Hey, Jan.
Hey, Steve. Hey, everybody.
So,
How you
from what
doing?
I understand, you've got some things you'd like to share.
Yeah, a couple of things. First of all, Steve, before we even jump into it, I just want to ask you, can you imagine how quickly this summer is going? Where is this summer going, Steve?
Well, I know we've only got what about roughly
Come,
another month.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, it's really, really winding down. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Steve, thanks so much for having me. I loved your recent video discussing about how you help with your groceries and your special secret way of making sure that if you haven't seen his most recent upload, check it out. But I
mhm.
just want to say something, Steve. When it comes to preparing for grocery shopping, people think it's only just about making a list or carrying a snack bar with them or there's a step, right? You see you shaking your head. There is a simple but important step that a lot of people forget to do before they go. Guess what it is, Steve? Do you know? Do you know where I'm going with this? You probably do.
Yeah, I do because, well, this is not really too hard to figure out. People that don't do this,
Yeah,
and this kind of ties into another thing altogether. If you don't do this one little thing,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to wind up spending half again, double what you want to pay. What is it? Make a list.
That's part of it. And the other
Oh,
thing that I was going to throw in is look.
inventory.
There you go. Both
Is
of
it?
us
Is
are
it?
on the
Is it
same
that? Okay.
page.
Is it
We're
that?
both
Okay.
on the same page. I love it.
Okay.
Steve, in your opinion, from your point of view, why is it so important to take that inventory? Like, is it just a wasteful step or a waste of time? Why is it important?
Well, it's not really that hard to figure out. Take inventory of what you have. Well, if you've got, like, in my case, I'll just use what I have back here. I have 8 cans. This is what I bought around Thanksgiving of last year. I still have it. I have 8 cans of Del Monte cut green beans. If I don't take inventory and it slips my mind, not that it's a bad thing, I would wind up going out and buying 8 more. Not that 16 cans is bad. It's not. It'll get consumed, but always keep track of what you have because if you don't, you'll wind up with an overage. If you wind up with an overage, depending on what it is,
Right.
it can spoil and go bad.
Right, that's a very good point about it spoiling going badly. But the other thing that's not good is you're tying up extra funding that can go maybe for a completely different item
Exactly.
when you
Yes.
already have. So I just wanted to like kind of like emphasize that because I see more people waste more money that way. They're just putting it in the wrong space when they go home. Go, oh no, I have this, and this. Take that minute. Steve, am I right? Just that extra minute. There's another thing, Steve, I want to mention about an extra minute.
Hmm.
And I so recommend this item to be purchased at the $1.25 store. Steve, in your local $1.25 store, do you have a lot of those like they look like kind of like laundry baskets? Like that kind of a like plastic laundry basket you put your clothes in, like a clothing hamper or storage basket, the plastic ones. They
I
can.
believe so. I think I have seen those over there.
Okay. The reason I mention that is because for those that have trouble with instant decluttering, you get that last minute phone call. So and so's in the area. They'd like to stop by. And
Hmm.
you look around, you're like, I don't mind them stopping by, but I need to do like that show used to have that 10-minute or 5-minute tidy up. Remember that?
Hmm. Yep.
Take one of those baskets, those L cheapo baskets, as I call them, and you could put those, anything you want. Throw them in there, like go around like a speeded up commercial. Go around and just pick up after it. You can just put everything in there, and instantly things look a lot better and fresher. Open your windows, do a fast dusting or whatever, vacuum sweep, whatever it is. and you're good to go. But
Mhm.
when your guests, unexpected guests go home, you immediately go back to that basket and put everything back in its rightful place. Steve, it just doesn't take that much of a big of a deal to change everything. It's crazy.
No, no, it doesn't. Um, I must be thinking of another type of bag. The one, but I know the one you're talking about. And I'm pretty sure I've seen it over there. There's another bag. Um, it's usually a small bag. It's usually square, rectangle, about yay big. It's got a zipper on it, and it's got like holes in it. I want to say it's almost like a net type ordeal. I guess if you have certain pieces of clothing that
Yes.
that are delicate that you don't want to get hurt, you put it in there and you zip it and you
Yes.
drop it down in the load.
Those are great for gentle cycle in your machine. I know the one that you're referring to. I think they call it like a mesh bag or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, those items are very, very helpful. I was visiting with a friend today, and I had given that friend last year for the holiday season. Remember those cups that keep your coffee hot for like 17 hours? So remember, I got a bunch of them. Well, anyway, my friend told me this morning that he went to go drink. He put his coffee in there like 6 hours or 7 hours earlier, and he just couldn't believe it because he just didn't use his coffee too late. He kept drinking it too quickly. 7 hours later, his coffee was so hot. These are like various little things like from the top of my head that I'm thinking about. And I'm saying, you know what? Because here's a good measurement for a future holiday gift. If you get reviews back from friends or family that I really like that thing, then you could consider that item again for different people for the holiday season. Like if a gift was a success and they come back and say, I really liked it, and you see it written on their face, then
Yeah.
that's what you go for.
Hmm.
Instead of like wasting money on things that are like, like hit or miss. In this case, it was a hit. So I'm, really glad about that.
Well, what I do is this right here. Um, if I listen, I'm very observant. Um, a lot of the time, I mean, I do talk, yes, but a lot of the time I'll keep quiet and I'll listen. And if I hear along the way, oh, I've always wanted blah, 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 such and such, I'll make note of that as a gift.
That's
Okay. That,
wonderful.
that could either be a birthday gift or I
Right.
can get it to you or you can get it for Christmas. But if I don't hear anything, then most of the time, if I get you any type of gift, I'll
Mhm.
most likely get you a gift card. That way, you got the money. You can go to whatever store. You can go online if you know what you want. Purchase. Um, but I do listen for hints. I listen. I let people throw me hints. Oh, I've always wanted that, or I want a George Foreman grill, or I want that pair of shoes. Well, shoes I'm a little bit up in the air about because I don't like buying shoes, not even myself online.
Right, right,
Go.
right.
I like to go to a
Go
physical shoe
personally, right, right,
because,
absolutely.
well, what it is if you know your shoe size, but
Right.
sometimes shoe sizes can vary.
It could
Sometimes
vary.
you
Yeah,
can, I wear a 10 and a half wide, but what if
right.
I order a 10 and a half wide and I get it and it fits good, but maybe I should have went with the 11 or a 10.
Yeah, I'm with you. Certain things you just really have to be very, very careful. But here's what I like about what you just said, Steve, that you listen, you're staying attuned to like, not just Christmas time, but like birthday time, anniversary time. There's
That's right.
always an occasion for something. I love that you said you listen to the particular person.
Yeah.
What somebody else may think is like pie in the sky for them, somebody else may say, oh, rather have something else. But you know what you brought up about, I hope you don't mind me jumping in with this. You brought up about gift cards and Amazon gift cards. I'm going to say the name Amazon gift cards. The e cards are a very wonderful option. And I see that you know, mentioned it down on your ticker, you know,
I do.
going
Hmm.
across your screen.
Hmm.
That's a wonderful thing for a person to get. And Steve, you received my super thanks, right? Not long ago. You
Yes, I did. I have it.
okay? Good, good,
Yeah.
good.
Um,
Promise kept. I said in the beginning of the month that I would, you know, give Steve super thanks. Actually, not bragging, but I gave him two. But he still doesn't meet his threshold. He just needs one more super thanks that would hopefully
yeah,
get him over that threshold.
I'm about, well, if I do the math, let me see. 7, 7, 14, 82. Okay, so I'm about 18, $19 short. Once I hit the 18, $19 amount, somebody, not that, this is after over and above yours. If I get one more 18, 19, maybe $20 super thanks
Right.
from somebody else, if someone would be ever so gracious and kind to do so, that would put me at my threshold, and then that would cap me off. That would be,
And then that's, if am I understanding you correctly, that at some point, very, very soon after you meet your threshold, and hopefully a little more than your threshold, then you're shutting it off, the super thanks feature until the beginning of
of
next
next
year,
year.
right? Okay.
Right.
But they could always get you Amazon gift cards, like, because you
Yeah.
have a few events coming up, notwithstanding. Before you know, it's going to be Steve's 4th year on YouTube. His YouTube anniversary is on what, October 19th?
19th.
And
Yeah.
then, of course, you have a birthday coming up in October, on the end of October, last day, October 31. So I think it's great. It's a great opportunity, you know, to help Steve out with that.
Hmm.
But I love that you pay attention to, you know, whatever a person may be, you know, wanting regarding the gift.
Yeah.
So that is good.
It
That's
does help.
really
It
good.
does help out a lot.
Well, Steve, thanks for having me on. I
You're
appreciate
welcome, and
it.
I'm glad that we could, at least get this out there. So
Yeah.
that would be of a great help. But yeah, but be advised, all of you, if you're a little apprehensive about Amazon gift cards, please don't be. It's not that hard. I mean, all you do. I mean, I helped a friend of mine who had no idea how to do it, and I
Wow.
talked him through it. And it's a matter of basically three steps. You just go to Amazon, type in Amazon gift card, and you look for the one that says like from $1 or from, anyway, it's a black card. You click on that, and then you just enter the amount. You can choose your design if you want to come up with something. It's all right there.
And it's the e-gift card, so it's
It's the
all done
e-gift card.
electronically and
It's all
instant.
electronic, and it's just a matter,
Mhm.
you pick your amount, pick your design. If you want to say something, you can put it in there, and it's sent right to a person's email.
You can't
It's
send it any better and quicker
it's
than that. That's
basically,
good.
yes, that's right. It's basically 3 or 4 clicks at the most, and you're
Wow.
done.
And they let you know when the gift recipient open up the card, so there's no secret there. So you don't
No.
have to keep worrying about it. Amazon lets you know you'll receive an email that says, "Oh, recipient, so you know, open the gift card." So that's good.
Mhm. All right. Well, I hope everybody has whatever time of day it is. I hope everybody's well, and I or we um, will see you back here next time. I hope everybody has a good
Bye
one.
bye, everyone. Thank you so
Bye.
much, Steve. Bye,
You're
everybody.
welcome. Bye.